Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create and customize Jira workflows, one of the most powerful ways to tailor your project management process in Jira. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to build your own workflow from scratch, organize it with workflow schemes, and safely customize existing workflows so that Jira fits your team's real-world needs, not the other way around. Let's dive right in. We'll start by creating a brand new workflow. So first, in your Jira instance, head to your Settings menu, click on Work Items, and then find the Workflows section. This is the control center where all your workflows live. Here, click Create New Workflow. Give your workflow a clear, descriptive name that matches what you want to achieve. Maybe your team works with a bug tracking process or you handle feature requests, so set the name accordingly. Click Create, and now you're ready to design the flow. Jira gives you two editors, a visual diagram editor if you like to see the process laid out like a map, or a text editor if you prefer a list view. At this stage, add a few key statuses like To Do, In Progress, and Done. Think of these as the signposts your work will travel through. When you add each status, you'll also need to set its category. This helps Jira group similar statuses together, like everything that sits in a to-do bucket. It might feel a little basic at first, but getting categories right means your reports and boards make a lot more sense later on. Now you have to define transitions. These are the roads between your status signposts. For example, you might allow a task to move from To Do to In Progress, or backward if something needs rework. You can be as strict or as flexible as you need. Create specific paths, or if your process is more free-form, you can check the option to allow all statuses to transition. That means tasks can move in any direction, which is sometimes useful for teams that need a lot of flexibility. Don't worry if your process changes later, you can always adjust this. Once you're done designing, make sure to hit Save. Note, the new workflow will start off inactive. That's totally fine. It gives you a chance to double-check everything before you put it live. Next, let's hook this workflow into your actual projects using something called a workflow scheme. From the Workflow section, click Add Workflow Scheme, and just like before, choose a clear name and add a brief description, especially if your organization has a lot of schemes. Once you've added it, find your new or existing workflow scheme in the list and click Edit. Here, you'll see the option to associate your custom workflow with specific issue types, like bugs, tasks, stories, whatever fits your project. This step is honestly where the power of Jira really shines, because you can run different types of work through totally different processes if you want. Okay, what if you need to tweak an existing workflow? Maybe you spot a bottleneck or someone asks for a new approval stage. First, be cautious. Workflows can be shared across multiple projects, so if you change a shared one, it'll impact everyone using it. For safety, Jira lets you copy any workflow and edit the copy so you don't disrupt ongoing work. For project-specific workflows, though, you can edit them straight from your project settings. Just like before, go to Settings, Work Items, then Workflows. Now select Edit Workflow, here, where you can add or adjust statuses, add new transitions, and set up conditions or validators. These let you control exactly who can move issues along the process and when. That's how teams make sure only the right people or steps are involved at the right time. After you finish your changes, hit Publish Draft. This is the moment your updates will go live, so take a breath, review your work, and then publish when you're sure everything's set up how you need. And that's it. You now have the tools to create and customize Jira workflows with confidence. If this step-by-step guide helped you out, don't forget to hit like, drop any questions or workflow tips you might have in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future practical Jira tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.